Welcome to S.U.R.E Parenting. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I wanted to talk about an inconvenient truth and one that is inescapable, as most inconvenient truths are, and that is the reality of our expectations. We are the ones that decide whether we react to different situations based primarily on our expectations. So if we have an expectation that our children should sleep through the night, then when they don't, we feel frustrated, ignored, irritated, all of those yucky feelings. If we have an expectation that parenting doesn't end in the dark hours, then when our kids need us at night, we just do it. That's part of our expectation. It doesn't bother us. It doesn't rile us up. Now, could we still feel the effects of sleep deprivation? Absolutely. But we know that that's part of parenting. We parent in the daytime, we parent at nighttime. That's just how it is for us. And by having that acceptance, the frustration, the anger, the irritation, all of those little voices in your head saying, well, he should and she should, those aren't there. And it just makes the entire encounter that much easier. And because your stress levels are down, your kid can feel the difference. They feel welcomed and comforted and okay, and then they can go on and go to bed. So much easier. Our kids are sponges. They pick up on everything that we are feeling, and they use those interpretations to decide how they're going to handle situations. So if they are feeling our stress and anxiety, it heightens their something's wrong feeling. And they don't know why that is. They don't know how to interpret that or identify or explain it, but they can feel it. And so then they have a harder time sleeping, then we have a harder night, and it just is a vicious cycle. Whereas if our expectation is that they might need us sometimes, we help them, we're calm, they're calm, they go back to sleep, we go back to sleep, everybody moves on. Much, much easier. The root of so much discord in families is expectations. Another one I hear a lot is something along the lines of, he should know better. Again, with that should word, sort of a swear word on this channel. Yes, your child may know whatever that boundary or rule is. And that does not mean they will be able to uphold that boundary or rule all the time. Just like you know not to speed, you probably still do sometimes. Whether unintentionally, you look down and go, whoa, I'm going too fast. Or because you need to get somewhere, your needs trumped that boundary. Or because you just felt like it. You're angry and frustrated and driving fast seems like it would make you feel better. Our kids go through that too, except they don't have fully developed brains like we do. Most of the parents watching this channel are over the age of 25, some aren't. But our brains have had so much more practice and so much more opportunity to develop. If you're talking about an 8-year-old, they're 8 years into 25 or 26 that they're going to need to develop fully. So the fact that this 8-year-old brain is struggling to uphold boundaries that even a 26-year-old would struggle to uphold, that doesn't surprise me. In fact, I expect that. I expect that sometimes they're going to get it right and sometimes they're going to get it abysmally wrong. That's why they still need us. If kids weren't getting anything wrong by the age of 3 or 8 or 16 or even 18, then we wouldn't be necessary in helping them to figure out the world. We wouldn't be a necessary part of guiding them. We aren't sea turtles. Sea turtles climb up on the beach, they plop out their kids, they go away, their kids come out, and they live their lives. But we're not sea turtles. We're humans, and our childhood with our kids is very long compared to other species. But that's because the brain develops so much in those years. So having the expectation that our kids, even if they're 8, even if they're 10, even if they're 15, are going to struggle sometimes, it helps alleviate some of that pressure that we feel and some of the fear we feel. God, my 15-year-old still doesn't put his dirty clothes in the hamper all the time. What am I doing wrong? Nothing. Nothing. It's just, 1, not a priority for them. 2, Their brain's not fully developed. All those executive functioning pieces aren't all there. And 3, they haven't yet developed the habits and skill sets that you might have. So often we extrapolate that into some future where they're going to fail college because they can't even do their laundry. This is a false correlation. It really is. We need to look at what we're dealing with right here. Have an expectation that our kids are still going to need us, they're still going to make mistakes, and with that expectation in place, handle each situation for what it is instead of some blown up version of what we think it could be sometime in the future. If you are struggling with expectations, know that you're not alone. Pretty much every parent I've ever talked to has struggled in some way with some sort of expectation that they were putting on their kid. And know that you can change it. You can remind yourself. One of my favorite mantras is, he's 3, I'm 30. And I, came up with this mantra a while back, but the premise still holds. These are little brains. They're not fully developed. I'm the adult. I'm the only one that can change and understand fully what's going on here. So I take that responsibility. I change my expectation, or I change my approach, or I change what I'm teaching, because just saying, do this, clearly wasn't working. So what pieces do I need to add? How can I help them to fill in the gaps so that they feel more successful at whatever this goal is? Again, you're not alone at all, by any stretch of the imagination. It is so common for all parents to have some mismatch in their expectations versus their kids' abilities. So if you want to talk about that, if you want some help with a particular situation that's driving you crazy, maybe gain some other perspective, go ahead and set up a free call at bit.ly/callsammy. There's always free calls available there, and I'll help you. We can talk through it together, and you can leave that call feeling a little bit better, knowing you're doing a good job, knowing you're doing what's right by your kid, and having a few extra tips and tools up your sleeve for when things get tough. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.